There we
Well,
go.
hello and welcome to another episode of Sports and Songs Podcast. We're on season 6, episode number 30. Tonight's the Songs edition. How are you doing, Andy?
I'm doing well. Doing well. Been a busy week.
Yes, we're going to do an album review here tonight. Talk about some music, some 90s music.
Yes.
We're going to dive into a little Poison, Andy.
Yes.
Now, we've done some Poison in the past. As you know, their first couple albums was huge, off the charts,
Yep.
kind of party music, songs about women partying, living
Yep.
life in the fast lane, and all that good stuff that rock and roll's typically about. But this album, Andy, it's called Native Tongue.
Yep. Fourth one.
Native Tongue. And so here's the album cover there. Take a look at that, called Native Tongue by Poison. Let's see here. Native Tongue is the 4th studio album by American glam metal band Poison.
Fair enough.
Is that fair? Is that fair
Yep.
to say? Okay.
Yep.
Released 1993 through Capitol Records. It's the only album for Poison to feature lead guitarist Richie Kotzen. Richie Kotzen appears.
Very underrated guitarist.
Yeah, really good. Came up as what's it called? A prodigy, a young man prodigy. They picked him up. They used him on this album at age 21.
Yep. He's good.
Young guy. They had some falling out with the band, drug issues with CC DeVille. They sent him packing. They brought in Richie Kotzen. They brought him in as a full-fledged member of the band rather than a hired gun. So they hired him on. And it says here, according to Wikipedia, they did give him considerable creative freedom.
Mhm.
The results were Kotzen's writing and performing contributions dominated the album. What's your thoughts there?
It is. I liked it. You can still hear a lot of Bret Michaels influence in there. Don't get me wrong. But it was it was a good album. I really do like this album. But like when you change a guitar, like I said before, you change the singers, it's a different band. You can change guitarists and be the same band, but when you give this new guitarist that much freedom, you almost kind of change the band a little bit.
Yeah, it does have a different sound to it. A more polished, I guess, more mature, maybe.
Yeah, and I'm not saying CC DeVille couldn't have pulled these songs off, but it wasn't his style.
Yep. Yeah, so they bring in Richie Kotzen. Kotzen would later be expelled from the band following the world tour after it was discovered that he'd been romantically involved with the fiancée of drummer Ricky Rocket.
Uh-oh.
Recollections of the album, while no doubt soured by the events, nonetheless appear to faithfully reflect the basic clash between Kotzen's style and that of the band's founding members. Kotzen would later claim that, quote, being in Poison helped me forget I was a musician, while Rocket would later lament the loss of the band's original attitude. So this is true, I think. They brought him on.
Yeah.
It's very different. He's a rock guy rather than just a musician. But then also at the same time, Poison now kind of loses its attitude. I can see this, not that it's good or bad, but I can see the difference.
Right.
They do go into a lot of blues rock territory,
Which I like.
Yeah, and Andy's a fan, and also in the fact that most rock comes from blues anyway. At some point, that's where it all comes from.
They're all tied in together. Yep.
But this has some songs on this album that contains heavy gospel overtones and blues elements. Very interesting. And I listened to the album, and it does have that. It's very, very good. Very good.
And I think that's what drew me to it a lot too. Was that?
Now, this album was released 1993. It's considered hard rock and blues rock. It's 56 minutes and 20 seconds long. Probably a little too long, right?
Borderline, yeah. Anything over 45, you kind of lose some people, but if you got good material, you can go an hour and a half and not lose them.
So Poison had good albums on the first 3. And then when they released this, it was during the time of very uncertain era for the band because of the popularity of grunge, which dwindled the popularity of glam metal. I mean, there was nothing out there like this. And they said, hey, screw it, we're going to do it our own way. We'll keep it the same. We're not going to go and kind of pretend we're someone else. And they did it. So I like that.
Yeah, they want a little different cover there, not the neon colors and stuff for the album. Mellowed out the hair.
Album reviewer does call it a punchy and confident record. I would say that it's more confident as far as they're having fun with this. They're having a good time. Kotzen was a well-respected blues rock guitarist, and he also sings a lot of backup vocals, which are, it calls it he's got soulful vocals, and which really elevates the band's material to a level that's higher. And so it takes him up a notch with his background vocals as well.
Yep.
Now here's the songs. Song 1 is Native Tongue. That's more of an intro. It's a minute 3 seconds long, just an intro with some drums and drumming. Then next song is The Scream. Next song is Stand.
Good song.
Yes, very good. Next one is Stay Alive. That's got some good vocals. Lyrics, I should say. Bret Michaels' lyrics really is directed towards Ricky Rocket, who was having a cocaine abuse struggle. And during this time that he kind of said it was kind of basically written that song about him in hopes that he'd focus, snap out of it, and stay alive. Song 5 is Until You Suffer Some, Fire and Ice. Now, this is an old AOR ballad, Andy.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Next song is Body Talk. It's not the Rat song, but this is the Poison song. Very good.
Yep.
Next song is Bring It Home. Next song is 7 Days Over You. Next song is Richie's Acoustic Thang. 58 seconds. It's him just kind of jamming on an acoustic. Good stuff. And the final songs are Ain't That the Truth, Theater of the Soul, Strike Up the Band, Ride Child Ride, Blind Faith, and Bastard Son of 1,000 Blues.
Now, I'm going to stop right there. The acoustic
tracks.
thing, was that the beginning of side 2?
I don't have the breakdown here as far as sides.
I'm going to guess that was probably either the end of side 1 or the beginning of side 2 on cassettes. They did that a lot. Or on albums.
I see.
You'd have those fillers in there, so it'd be the same time on both sides.
Gotcha.
You Motley Crue did that a couple times, stuff like that. So
to even out the length. And so they released 3 singles. If you look, you can watch the videos here. Stand, and then Until You Suffer Some, and then Body Talk. So, January 93, they released Stand. April 93, Until You Suffer Some, and then Body Talk in May 93. So 3 songs released as singles, 15 total tracks, which is a lot, but
a couple are under a minute though. So.
All these songs are good.
Yep. It's a very good album. It's not your typical Poison album, but still a good album. If you like, okay, I'm not comparing the two. Hear me out. If you like Heartbreak Station by Cinderella, you'll like this album.
Okay.
Kind of the same type of feel. Not saying they're similar or comparing them, but they're kind of the same attitude, that same feel to it, to me.
I can see that. Bret Michaels lead vocals, Richie Kotzen lead guitar, backing vocals, Bobby Dahl on bass, Ricky Rocket on drums. So for the most part, the same band. Now, because they're 4 albums in, they could bring in some additional musicians. They bring in some horns, organ, pianos. The first AME church choir sings on song 3, Stand, right?
Yep.
Let's see. Yep, they're on Stand. And Andy, I was looking at this. Sheila E. is on percussion. Gets credit for percussion on the first 2 songs. So they bring in Sheila E. as well. And the album went gold. So they've had very good success going platinum, double, triple platinum on earlier things. This one, they tried some new things. There was a middle of grunge going on. It didn't take off like it should have or would have, but I think they were happy with the album. It went gold and
served its purpose.
Yeah, it served its purpose.
And everything else.
It's good. It's it's got some good songs. Now, reading some of the comments on the YouTube, if you go to the YouTube and listen to these albums, each of the tracks, many Poison fans think this is their best or second best album.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
Agree. Like I said, it's a very good Poison album. It's hard to say. It's hard to compare it with what the Cat Dragged In.
Yeah, it's a very different.
Same band, mostly the same writers, different. You know, you look at other bands where they've changed guitarists. Some things change, some don't.
And the amount of creativity they let him, they gave it all to Richie and said, "Hey, go with it, do it up. We'll be here to do our parts, but this kind of album can kind of call it your own." Is kind of what I took from it.
Yeah, so it's kind of his thing. It's kind of like Bon Jovi when Richie Sambora left.
Okay.
Different. Look at Kiss, Ace Frehley. Those years were one type of band with guitar. Bruce Kulick played a different type of guitar.
Yes.
And Tommy Thayer was Ace Frehley's student, and he was the tech guy for Ace Frehley.
Yeah. He
filled in for the spaceman on the costume part. So him and Ace were kind of the same, even though Tommy Thayer was no Ace Frehley. But their styles were similar. This was the same thing too. You got different guitarists in there. The rest of the band's the same, but sounds different. Still good, good, but different.
Now, Richie Kotzen, his big influence when he got into age 6 on the guitar was after listening to the band Kiss play.
Well, there you go.
There you go. So, I mean, this is...
We're here to educate.
We're here to educate. It's very interesting stuff that he got into it. I think many people in this genre, he's our age, basically. They got into this after listening to Kiss. Most musicians will have something to that background that are into rock and roll.
Yep. Either they saw Kiss in concert, got a Kiss album, or heard someone's Kiss album. Yep.
Yes, he was into that, and that's got him going, and very good. But he's known as a bluesy guy, very good blues rock guitarist, a very talented guy. He's got a lot of stuff out there. If you look him up on the solo side, what other bands was he in?
He was in Mr. Big for a while. He was in the Reservoir Dogs, or a dog band. The Dogs. We'll blank on the name now. I gotta look up real quick. Hold on. I'll text Kevin, see if he's got it for me here.
The Winery
Dogs. Yep. Thank you.
Winery
Thank you, Kevin. Reservoir Dogs. That's a movie. Winery Dogs. Yeah. Wow.
That's our show for today. Anything else on this Poison album?
No, just. And this is if you start listening to a lot of Bret Michaels solo stuff, it's kind of on the same way. A lot of Poison stuff after this too. A lot of their albums, their greatest hits albums, they did a lot of covers of bands of other songs. I don't know if that was to fill contracts with the record companies. If they thought, well, we got 4 good songs, let's put some covers on there because that's what we play in concert. I don't know the reason behind that. It's a show for another day. But really, after this, it kind of went creativity-wise downhill.
Yep.
But it's still good. Bret Michaels still sounds great today. If you go see him, from what I've heard, I've never heard a bad thing about it. So if you
is this one of those albums you could on a road trip just put in, press play, and just let it go? You don't have to skip around. It's all the entire album's good.
Yeah, you don't have to skip around. It's an hour long. It's not a good road trip song Look What the Cat Dragged In. But this isn't really around the campfire type song either.
No.
It's got some ballads. It's got some harder songs. So you might want to maybe put on your Spotify list and shuffle it for how you want it. It's kind of a hard one I can listen to it from front to back.
Yep.
But it's not a driving song. It's not a Around the Fire Pit with the Gang song. It's not background music. It's a little of everything. So be prepared.
It's good music to listen to appreciate it. It's good stuff to listen to if you have the time and focus to appreciate the music. It's very
You're
good
on
stuff.
A plane ride. How's that? You got that hour-long plane.
I like that. I can see that. Good with headphones.
Yes, good headphone music, yes.
All right, everyone. Thanks. Leave your comments below if you have any questions and comments. We'll see you next week.
See ya.